So what I wanted to do for this video was just go over our trading week, the trading week that I had, go over the trades that I took. It's gonna be like a very informal video. I'm not, trying to be too super professional or anything. It's really never the case. If I ever seem like I'm trying to be super professional, it's all an act. It's all an act. I'm letting you know now, it's an act. I'm not really like that. Only at work. Only at work. But let's go ahead and hop into the chart so we can go over all of the trades I took this week. So if we go to TradeZilla, and then we go back to so I still count the 31st as this week, even though it was technically last week. I still count it as this week, and then you can see my P&L over here on the side. So if we go over, if you look right here, we took a pretty much a $1,500 W, an $1,100 W. Then we took pretty much a $1,000 L, made that back, and then these were like all break-even trades, and then a loss to end the week off with. So we still ended the week profitable, barely. Barely profitable, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is just the game we play. So if we go over to the charts, let's go ahead and go over the trades that I took. So this first trade right here was the trade from the 31st. Very easy key level trade. Price came up to this key area, rejected, came back up again for the retest. I got in off of I'm pretty sure I got in off the 15-minute. Let me see. 15-minute rejection of this key level. I wanted to see a break. I wanted to see a break of this just to, just for that confirmation. And then on this candle, once I started to see the bearish momentum on this candle, it probably was the 5-minute. Hold on. Once I started to see the bearish momentum on that candle, that's when I just said, I saw this like variation right here. It was like pop, 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 broke through. I said, all right, let's get in. And then we held that for a minute. We held that from 4 a.m. On a Thursday all the way to about 5 on a Friday. I remember because I was on my way to the gym, and I was like, I'm tired of this trade. I'm ready for this trade to be over. Because it was taking a while. It started like, you see, it started like consolidating here. It was taking a while to hit that zone. I said, you know what, just give me 1,500 and I'll take it. And that was this trade right here, the $1,464 trade. And then the next trade we took was the trade on the way back up. So I saw price come down, tested this area. We could have took that buy, but by this time it's 7:30. I'm already at work, and it's really hard for me to catch moves at work, because I'm not sitting here just looking at the charts. Like, of course, if I would have seen this clear as day, clear as mud, I would have freaking took this back up. But then I saw price came back down, gave us another opportunity right here in the zone once again. So I waited for some. I'm pretty sure I entered off the 15-minute with this one. Yeah, I waited for this candle right here. Once I started to see momentum in this candle, I took this all the way up, and then I closed it for my first 5% on the account, and left it at that. So the next trade was an L. I don't necessarily know why I took those break-even trades, because I don't leave them on the charts, but I'll try to find them. But the next trade I took was an L. So essentially what I was trying to do was catch a move. Let me see if I can. If I was trying to catch a move, yeah, okay, to the downside, back to this level, because I started to see the momentum shift, and I was like, you know what, let's do a quick counter trend trade back down to this key level. Big mistake, big whoop. It was on a key level, but it wasn't a major key level. This up here is a major key level. So I should have waited. I didn't, but it is what it is. We took that L, and then price came over here, and what happened? Okay, so yeah, and then so that was this trade right here, the minus 546, and then the minus 558 is and then the minus 558 is this trade right here, where I tried to I think I was trying to see. And another problem is like, if I'm at work, it's really hard for me to even like journal why I'm getting in the trade. Like, I know in my head why I'm getting in the trade, but I think I was trying to do a break at a high. Yeah, I was doing I'm pretty sure I was doing a break at a high entry here to try to squeeze out a few pips, you know, to the upside for a 2-to-1, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I did a break at a high, it came down, took me out, gave me another opportunity at this key level, but like I said, it's 8:45 on a Wednesday. I'm probably like in a freaking meeting or something at work by this time, so it's like, it's really hard for me to catch these moves. So I could have came back, but it is what it is. The move then went all the way up here. I think there was news, that's why this week was so crazy, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not complaining about it. Yeah. But then price came back down off of this key level, and we got in for a sale. We sold it back down. Let me go back to the dashboard. So that's this 924, and the reason it was 924, really, I closed this trade way higher. It was like 11, it was like 1,011 something, but the swap, I held this over a swap period, and that it charged me like $100 and something for the swap. And I think I was in it on a 2 lot. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I was in this. I was on a 2.7 lot. I mean 2.78 lot. So let me see. Total swap was $78, and then the commission fee was $19. I'm pretty sure it was higher than that. If I'm being honest, I don't think this calculated, because it is what it is. But yeah, so held this down all the way here, closed it once we got back to this key level down here, and then I stopped looking at the charts. But honestly, it would have been such an easy dub, but I couldn't actually. No, that's not what happened. Let me see. Let me go back here. Let's go back one, just to see. Okay, yeah, no, okay, never mind. Yeah, I definitely could have took that trade back up, because with the prop firm challenges, you have a consistency rule. You can't make too much. So I think that's why, like, that what was in my head, I was like afraid that I would make too much, you know what I'm saying, which is crazy. I could have just used a small lot size and take it back up to like maybe this key level, or even all the way back up to this key level, and I would have ate that. Price came back down. I didn't sell. Let's see, this is at 8 o'clock. I think this is where like my break even trades were. Let me see. So $32, negative 32, that's definitely a break even trade. I'm trying to see where I got in at. Entry price was 192,162. Entry price was 192,162. Where did I get in at? 192,162. What was I doing? 192,162. And that was for what? What was that for? That was for a long. So 192,162. 162. What the freak was I doing here, guys? What was I doing here? I don't know. Okay, no, that's when I got in right here. Okay, I think that's when I got in. 192,162. No, it did something wicked. It did something wicked, like this candle right here. I don't remember exactly, but I remember this candle. This candle is what took me out, because I got in the trade. 162. I don't know. I got in the trade, and this wick literally took me out of the trade and then shot up. And yeah, that was absolutely annoying. And then I think the same thing happened on the downside. And this is like, I really need to start journaling a lot better. But I think I'm pretty sure the same thing happened like on the downside on the short. I got in on the short at 922,276. 922,276. Yeah, I think I got in on the short right here. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So I got in on the short right here. Somewhere around this area. Got in on the short right here. The trade went to my 1-to-1, and then so after I hit 1-to-1, no matter what, I put my stop loss at break even. came back up, took me out, and then continued the rest of the move. So that was sweet, right? That was nice. So that was another break-even trade. Another trade, I know I took a trade down here early on. I took a trade down here early on prior to the swap, prior to the close from Thursday to Friday. So I ended that trade, and I think that's the I think that's this yeah, that's this $10 loss right here. I ended that trade just so I didn't have to pay swap fees, and then right after the Sydney session started, that's when I got back into the trade, and that's this right here. So got in the trade, and my plan, I put my stop loss below this recent low. They came in, did a sweep, of course, a liquidity grab. They grabbed it, and it literally went to the moon. I was in it for a long, let me see. I was in it for a long, all the way back up to this key level. As you can see, we would have ate that like there was no tomorrow. We would have ate that like it was a freaking buffet. So I know we took a lot of L's. So just to recap, like I know we took a lot of L's. We ended off the week profitable. Let's start off there. We ended off the week profitable. We ended off the week we ended off the week I think plus like 900 something dollars. I'm still learning how to use TradeZilla. So let's do a date range. Let's do from Monday to Friday. Yeah, so we ended up the week profitable. Not super profitable, but profitable nevertheless, and that is the goal. And that is the goal. We had 2 winning trades and 3 losing trades, but ultimately they balanced out. So you know, we're still in the game. As far as the prop firm challenge, we were up just about 4.85%. Now we're up 3.6. I'm not really too worried about it. I got you know, I got big plans for next week, and if I'm being honest, if I'm being like truly honest with myself, yes, I was upset that I was losing these trades, mostly because they were winners. Like two of these losses were winners. 2 of these 3 losses were winners. Okay, now this loss right here, this loss was just me really experimenting with the strategy that I recently learned. And should I be experimenting on a prop firm account? Yes, because you know, it is what it is. No, I could have waited for it to be at a key level, but I wanted to see if the a break at a high works, which I know it does work. I've been back testing it, so I just wanted to actually execute on a break of a high trade. If you don't know what that is, I'll make a video on it in a later date. But like this L right here, this is just the market doing what the market does. There was absolutely nothing I could have done. So like my initial entry was right here at 2 o'clock off of this bullish engulfing, and then I got out, and then I got right back in pretty much at the same entry, you know, and then stop loss where it should have been. My stop loss was exactly where it should have been. So I'm not mad about that. My stop loss was all the way down here. They came down and did a liquidity grab, and then went all the way up. I knew the move was gonna happen because as you can see, price was ranging. It ranged, it came up, came down, came up, came down, came down, but then price stopped going down. Price stopped going all the way down to this key area, which told me, I'm like, all right, I believe GA is ready to push past this key level it couldn't get past. So that was the reason I took that, and the market just did what the market does. I literally, like, when I saw this loss, I woke up like in the middle of the night. It was like 11 whatever. I woke up to use the bathroom, and I saw that we lost, and I just chuckled. I literally chuckled because I was like, well, the market did what it did. And then boom. Now this did make me feel away. Like this did put me in my feelings a little bit, but I mean, that's just the name of the game. You know, it's gonna happen. But moving forward, now that we are at this key level, I mean, it's pretty simple. Now that we are at this key level, this is definitely a key level. This has been a level of support and resistance for a long time. So I'm either expecting 1 or 2 things to happen if we go on a higher time frame. So now that we're here, right, this is where we are currently, and there is a huge imbalance in the market. there is such a huge imbalance in the market that needs to be fulfilled. So price absolutely, it doesn't have to, but logically it needs to come back down here. People need to take their profits, and then what I'm saying, it may not go down that low. It may just do something like this and come back to this level and then shoot up. Or it could do something like this, where people just take all of their profits, where the institutions take all of their profits, and then it just comes back down into this range and starts ranging again. Who knows? But I'm definitely keeping an eye out, definitely keeping a huge eye out, because right above here we have another very big key level. There was a major level of supply as well. If I put this box right here and drag it over, we can see like this is where the sellers are. Like the sellers are here. So if price were to come up into this area, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. If price came up to this area and then started to show signs of rejection, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, hopefully, hopefully we can recover. Like I said, we didn't end the week in a negative, so that's a plus. We're still up pretty much about 4% on the challenge, reaching for that first 10%. And honestly, I do believe that if the opportunity presents itself, I'm getting more comfortable with just executing mentally. And I know that's a big problem for a lot of people, is literally just pressing the button. So I literally just started shooting, and that's what this week was. It was like, all right, you see your play, take the trade. You see your play, take the trade. Simple. Like, you see it, take the trade. A lot of people will see it, don't take the trade, and then the trade goes exactly how they predicted. Like, it's like I literally just told you I chuckled at a loss on a prop firm challenge. I literally chuckled, and I said, well, see you next week, because I don't trade on Fridays. I don't look at the market on Fridays. Fridays is just like whatever. I don't trade. I usually lose on Fridays, so I don't do it on Fridays. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, man, the market did what the market does. A lot of these could have been winners. We learn from it. We it's a lesson. It's not a loss. It's a lesson. Learn from it. Move on. And I'm going to be releasing a video on the top-down analysis moving forward, where we're going to clear these charts and re-enter all of our key levels and do a top-down analysis together for the upcoming week. That's really all I got. I'm gonna stop yapping y'all ears off. It's been your boy Slim, aka the Chef, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.